Well, a report from the Education Research Center on January 10th gave New Mexico a D+ for education performance in the nation. That has New Mexico, unfortunately, topping another worst list. But the National Dance Institute, or NDI New Mexico, has put New Mexico on the top of a best list. Very exciting. Joining us now is Russell Baker, Executive Director from NDI New Mexico. Russell, thank you for joining us. And first of all, congratulations to the organization, a fantastic organization here in New Mexico. So I want to talk about this. The Wallace Foundation named NDI New Mexico as one of only 8 exemplary and highly effective arts organizations in the country. Tell me about that.
It's a really cool report that they did, and what they did was outline 10 success principles for after-school arts programs, and things like hiring professional artists to be teachers and having dedicated quality spaces for the classes, and doing culminating performances that engage people from the community where students can show their work, and to underscore that it's possible to do all 10 of these things and to do them really well, they featured case studies on 8 organizations in the country, including NDI New Mexico.
That's great. That's fantastic. Well, so you guys do great work, with underserved kids in New Mexico. So tell me about a bit of the programming that these kids benefit from by being part of NDI.
Sure. We have programs that take place during the school day in public elementary schools, but we also have classes at the Dance Barns and the Highland Theater that take place after school, on the weekends, and in the summers. We believe that it takes energy and effort to do something with excellence, so we teach kids what we call the Core 4. Work hard, do your best, never give up, and be healthy. Because those are the things that we think it takes to be successful, whether you're learning a dance step or taking a math test or applying for a job. The programs that we offer to children and to their families are at no cost or at little cost. But dance, music, performing, those are really inspiring things. So kids get inspired by what they're doing, and they're learning these really important life lessons along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned it, that we're teaching dance, but really these lessons can be applied to myriad facets of our lives. It's not, it can go into business, public speaking, getting up and performing in front of someone can be terrifying.
Exactly.
So you really kind of help break that down and give them self-confidence, which it's an indelible lesson to learn.
That's exactly what it is. It's helping young people be their best, to have the attitudes and the skills and the self-confidence is key to go out and to achieve their dreams.
Right. Now, of course, Governor Martinez and even First Lady Michelle Obama, very vocal about weight loss and health among the youth. We have a child obesity problem here in the United States. Getting involved in dance can really help. So how does NDI New Mexico's program help keep kids fit, keep them moving, and things like that?
Sure. Well, the governor's Healthy Kids New Mexico and the First Lady's Let's Move campaigns, they're there to kind of spotlight this really important need that building physical fitness and having good nutrition are key to just being successful, to be your best in the school day in your life. So dance is exercise, and it's really fun exercise. Everybody can do it. The NDI methodology and teaching is call and response. The teacher goes and the student goes, and it goes back and forth. It's really highly energetic. It's a lot of running and jumping and clapping. There's a live pianist in the corner that's providing this energetic movement that just gets everybody's feet tapping and everybody bouncing. And for NDI, we're helping kids get ready for a performance. So to be in a dance performance on stage, you need to have had a good night's sleep the night before, you needed to eat a healthy breakfast, you need to be drinking lots of water, and you need to be as strong in your body as you can be. So we're working on developing stamina and flexibility and balance and core strength.
Yeah, absolutely. And you work in a great facility. Of course, the Highland Theater, just absolutely beautiful place, an historic marker here in New Mexico. It was converted to help these kids participate in these programs. So tell us how that conversion was made possible, how it happened, and really how it is servicing these kids.
Sure. The Highland Theater is a great, I think, private-public partnership. It's a facility that's owned by Bernalillo County. NDI New Mexico has a long-term lease for the property. It was through the generosity of individuals and foundations, but also the state of New Mexico and the Economic Development Administration to renovate a facility, not just so we can have a building redone, but that we can create a space that's dynamic and in support of children's achievement and health.
That's great.
So the renovation, we've called it our campaign for Albuquerque, our fundraising campaign, the campaign for Albuquerque, because it's the programs that are taking place in the Highland Theater. When it's fully up and running, we estimate that there'll be almost 1,000 students using the facility each week.
Really?
So all of that traffic coming into that neighborhood, that's going to start to be a ripple effect outside of the Highland Theater. It's going to kind of start to shape this neighborhood. And then what kids learn in the programs, they're going to take to their schools and their parts of town, because it's this programs that are open to all children in the community. So they're coming from all corners of Albuquerque. They're going to take that core four philosophy, those ideas that they learned, and that's going to spread. It's like a ripple effect in the community and help, I think, be a positive force in the city.
Absolutely, and especially as you said, in that neighborhood. You know, it's a neighborhood that definitely, needs a lot of support and a lot of encouragement. And as you said, that sort of being the epicenter of where that's going to spread out, that being sort of the tipping point of where it's going to come, I think is fantastic. Now, NDI also celebrating the 20th anniversary here in New Mexico, which is fantastic. So, a little background on how NDI started and where we're going in the future.
Well, NDI started when NDI New Mexico started when the legendary ballet dancer named Jacques d'Amboise moved to Santa Fe after receiving a MacArthur Genius Fellowship. And he would bring out some teachers, and they would do a small program here or there. And one of those teachers, Catherine Oppenheimer, fell in love with New Mexico, like it's easy to fall in love with New Mexico.
Exactly.
And she started this program that has just evolved over 20 years. When she started, it was in her one-bedroom apartment in Tesuque. She was in one school. She was the only teacher. And now, 20 years later, almost 8,000 students across the state of New Mexico are participating in programs. And we're celebrating by trying to do, put on some really fantastic and special performances this year.
That's great.
We have performances of Peter and the Wolf happening in February at both the Dance Barns and the Highland Theater. And those will be, that's always really fun. The dancers are the cat and the wolf and the duck. And then in May, at the end of the school year, 1,000 kids in Santa Fe and 1,000 kids in Albuquerque will take to the same stages. And they're doing performances that are a tribute to Broadway musicals in Santa Fe. And here in Albuquerque, exploration of science and discovery.
Very cool. So lots of really exciting stuff going on at NDI New Mexico. Thank you so much for the great work in taking care of the underserved kids here in New Mexico. And we will, of course, have links on our website, folkscasa.com, under To Casa Style. We will be right back. Great work that you guys are doing over there.
Thank you very much.